So the first thing I'm doing as always is priming the eye area. I've seen mixed reviews on this primer, but I absolutely love it, and I do find that less is more with it, which is why I apply a little with my finger, and the warmth of my finger helps melt the primer into the skin. Today then I'm using the Wet n Wild Colour Icon palette. Due to the shade range, I think it's a fantastic palette for this time of year, and it's really affordable. What I really love though is that there's 2 pictorials on the back showing you how to pair together the colours, which I think is ideal. So the first shade I'm taking is this light matte shade, and I'm doing what it says on the back of the palette. So I'm using a flat C-shaped brush to pack this shadow underneath the brow bone to add a nice highlight to that area. Then I'm just taking some more of that shadow on a fluffy blending brush, and I'm lightly dusting over the rest of the eye area to set that primer in place. Next then I'm taking the transition shade, and naturally I'm using this as my transition colour, so I've picked up a little shadow on a fluffy blending brush and I'm adding this into the crease. So to apply the shadow I'm using back and forth sweeping motions, and then to blend it out I'm using circular motions, and that's going to give me that nice rounded shape that I have today. When I've little to no product left on my brush, I'm lightly wriggling my brush over the edge to fade it out into the skin, and after this process, if you still have a little bit of a harsh edge, go back in with your face powder or a skin tone shadow. I'm just using the one from under the brow bone, and I'm using that to diffuse the colour. Next then I'm taking this orange eyeshadow, and it says to add this a little deeper in the crease, which is what I'm doing. It gives a lovely bit of warmth to the look without being over the top because it's paired with that brown eyeshadow. Now I'm taking this deep brown eyeshadow, and it says to apply it to the outer third of the eye, so the deeper the colour the smaller the brush, so I've switched to a pencil brush and I'm just using this to pat the colour down onto the lid. Once I've loaded the product onto the lid I want to soften it, so I fade it out now into those shades in the crease with a taper blending brush. Next, I'm taking this warm golden shimmery shade, and it says to apply it on the inner portion of the eye, so I'm adding it around the tear duct to add a nice pop to that area because the rest of our eye is matte. Then I'm picking up this mauve shade and adding it to the eyelid, and that's actually what I really like about the pictorial. I wouldn't have personally chosen these colours to go together myself, but I really enjoy the finished look. For the lower lash line then, I'm using more or less the same products as I did before, and I'm using a small bullet shaped brush to apply that transition shade firstly down along the lower lash line. Then I'm adding some of the orange over top to add a bit of extra warmth, and then finally I'm using a small angled brush to add that deep brown close to the lashes. Then I'm using the pencil brush once again just to smoke everything out, and don't forget to connect the shadow up on that outer corner. We want a nice rounded appearance to our shadows. For the waterline then, I'm taking this brown eyeliner and adding it there. I'm really enjoying brown liner lately, and then to intensify the brown and to make the liner last all day and to prevent smudging, I'm patting some of that dark brown eyeshadow on top of the liner. For lashes, I'm taking these ones by Kiss. They're really nice and fluttery, and I've actually a full video on how to apply lashes and also how to remove them and how to store them so that you can reuse them, and those videos are linked below. To finish things off then, I'm adding a couple of coats of mascara to my top and bottom lashes, but then that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and found it helpful. If you did, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, commenting and subscribing for more videos, and I'll chat to you all soon.